Until last night, Senator Jon Ossoff did not know which Georgia Republican would be challenging him for his seat come November. But he liked to describe the two Republican primary candidates vying for that spot like this.
So we're left with the congressman who's only a congressman because his daddy was a congressman, and the coach who's only a coach because his daddy was a coach.
Those sounded like some great options to me. Now we know the Republican candidate will be the congressman who's only a congressman because of his daddy was a congressman. The Trump-endorsed election denier Mike Collins won last night's Republican primary, meaning he will be the Republican facing off against Jon Ossoff in the fall. So my question is, I'm sure yours too, now that Jon Ossoff knows who his opponent is, what's his plan for beating him? Joining me now is Senator Jon Ossoff. Okay,
Jen,
the general election. Thanks for being here. So the general election has started now. As you are well aware, you put a video out today. You've been out there in public today. What should the American public who's just tuning into this know about your opponent, Mike Collins?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get to know Mike Collins very well over the next few months. And of course, to begin with, he is pro-war. He's pro-tariff. He's pro-cutting your health care. He's also a notorious bigot and anti-Semite and an election-denying extremist who is only a congressman because his daddy was a congressman and is a Trump puppet who will serve Donald Trump's needs and agenda mindlessly if he is elected to the United States Senate. This is someone with some of the most extreme views and one of the most extreme records in the United States House of Representatives. And this is what I need people to hear tonight, because I appreciate that there is confidence in our prospects in Georgia and in the mighty wave that is building across the country. But I need people to reckon seriously with the fact that Congressman Mike Collins, as loathsome as his record is, as low character and low integrity as he is, could be elected in the state of Georgia to a 6-year term in the U.S. Senate if we don't do everything we need to do to get out the vote like never before in Georgia. And so I'm asking folks tonight to log on to electjon.com and help me defeat this notorious bigot and anti-Semite and Trump puppet so he does not serve in the United States Senate one day, and so that the next 5 months are the last of his ignominious political career.
This race is clearly on the mind of Donald Trump. He waded into your race today. It didn't take long. He even gave you a new nickname, quite a nickname. What did you think when you saw that?
I didn't think it was his best work as nicknames go. But more to the point, he is increasingly unstable. And I think that it flows from the fact that he is globally humiliated from this failed war. This is a debacle for our national security. It is a debacle for the Trump presidency. And we see him lashing out and behaving erratically in ways that put the nation at risk. And I want to remind everybody again that he is going to be all in to elect Mike Collins, his puppet, to the United States Senate in Georgia. And right now, Jen, this is something I think folks are not talking about enough. National Republican groups allied with Donald Trump have hundreds of millions of dollars more than the National Democratic Party. They will be using those resources, hundreds of millions of dollars, to attack me and to try to install this Trump puppet in Georgia. And so, again, I'm asking folks to log on right now. Grab your laptop, grab your phone, go to electjon.com and chip into this campaign so that we win decisively.
So let's talk about what he is a rubber stamp or a puppet for, because you mentioned Iran. Trump gave an absolutely bananas press conference at the G7 today, and we can get into the details of that plan. We certainly should. But I just wonder if you watched that press conference, if you saw clips of it, and what you made of it.
This is a disaster for American foreign policy, for the American economy, for American national security, and for the Trump presidency. I mean, folks, remember that it was on day one of this war that Donald Trump assured us it was running ahead of schedule. And then he lied and lied and lied and declared victory daily, weekly, for weeks. Victory always either imminent or just around the corner or already secured. And now he is humiliated by the failure of his foreign policy in the Middle East that has made America less safe, that has cost Americans tens of billions of dollars, that has expended munitions and military equipment it will take years for us to replace, that has diminished our standing in the world. It will take years to rebuild from this foreign policy failure.